Hi Matt, this is Jan speaking. Yes, I have a voice. So Matt, I promised that I would look into your little requirement. Um, so if I understand it correctly, you have an opportunity with several record types and page layouts, and you wanted that once a record type was approved, so the opportunity has a record type of type approved. I don't know how you put the record type on approved, maybe by a process builder when a stage is changed, or maybe through an approval process it gets the record type of approved. But you want it when the users clicked on edit and the record type was approved, that all fields were read-only except for one, a custom field. So your biggest problem was that even though you could change the page layout and make one or more fields read-only and one open, you had the standard fields of the opportunity, which were universally required, like the close date, name, stage, and you could not make those read-only, and you really wanted only one field to be able to get changed. So I'm just gonna show what I have. I hope this is a bit what you want to do. I have a process builder in place which will change the record type on several different opportunity stages. Just for an example, how you change the record type, that's your problem. I needed just something to change the record types as I went through this. So when I put the stage name on negotiation, it will go to approved. When I put it on analysis, it will go to another record type, and all other stages it will be the standard record type. So the important one to show you the edit page will be negotiation. But I'm gonna start with a standard opportunity with opportunity record type of standard. So when the user clicks edit, he can change all fields that I put on the page layout for a standard record type. Also the required fields of standard Salesforce, close date, stage, amount, etc. When I change this now to negotiation, Process Builder will put the record type automatically on approved. I called it approved because you said something about approval. So record type has been changed to approved. You see that the page layout, native page layout assigned to that record type in Salesforce, it shows all fields, but we're not in edit mode, so you can drag and drop the fields that users can see, that all users can see on this type of record. But when a user clicks edit, he will be redirected to a Visualforce page on which we can make all fields read-only except for, this is a custom field, order number C, which is editable. I know the stage is also editable, but I can make it read-only. I just needed to change it back so I can change the record type again. But I will show you in a minute how I did this. I'll explain the Visualforce page a bit later, but I'm gonna change the input field here, stage name input field. I'm gonna change this to an output field, save it, and when I go back to the opportunity and I hit edit, you will see that all fields are read-only except for one custom field, which I will change to 00123455, save it, and it works. It changes, it saves the value, but a user cannot change anything else. Also through inline editing, this won't work because I didn't activate inline editing on this opportunity record type. So they can't change anything when the opportunity record type is approved. Now I'm gonna change this back to editable so I can change the record type again. So input field, save, and edit. You will see and I put it on prospecting again, save, and the record type has been changed to standard again, and when I click edit now, everything is editable again. So the way I did this, I first started off just by creating this Visualforce page. It's a standard Visualforce page with a standard controller of the opportunity, which means we have access to all functionality of the native standard Salesforce opportunity record. So like save, cancel, the buttons, all fields related to that one opportunity. And within this, it's a form because we have to make changes to the fields and hit the save button, which is here, or the cancel button to return out of edit mode. I have created a page block section with two columns, left column and right column. So you have left column, right column, and I just put in some fields in there. I especially took the required fields, the mandatory fields, the standard fields of Salesforce, just to show you that they can be made read-only. The only field that's editable is this one here, order number underscore C. It's a custom field, and which has the input field type, and that's the only field that is editable. Yeah. You can add as many fields here as you want to show them in edit mode. You have to know that this Visualforce page is only for the edit mode of an opportunity with the record type approved, like stated. All other opportunity record types and will follow the page layouts you assign to them through the drag and drop interface. Like always. So that's the only thing you have to do, is create a Visualforce page which will be used only when editing a record type of type approved, and you put in the fields you want to show. It's not so difficult, just put apex output field and then the field of binding of the opportunity. So that's the API name of that field you want to show. I also showed the record type, the amount, close date, stage name, probability. But what you want to do then is in opportunities, buttons and links, here it is. I'll open that in another tab. You have to override the standard edit button. The problem is, when you override the standard edit button with our Visualforce page, this one, custom opportunity edit, if you do that, it will be in effect on all opportunities. There's no conditional logic behind it, and that's not what we want, because other record types we want to be able to show and hide and make read-only other fields, and preferably through the standard drag and drop interface, not encoding. So what we have to do, that's create another Visualforce page and a controller with some logic, and that will act as a redirect. That's why I called it custom opportunity edit redirect, just for the sake of clarity. So I'm gonna save this and have it a go, and that's this page. I will start with the page itself. So custom opportunity edit redirect. That's behind the edit button now, the standard edit button on an opportunity level. And all it does is take the standard controller opportunity, because it has to get the ID of the opportunity on which we have the edit button. So we edit that opportunity, and it has a controller extension called dispatcher opportunity edit controller. It will take in some values, like if the opportunity we are on is of record type approved, then do this, and if it's another record type, do something else. So that logic is in an Apex controller, which we have here, dispatcher opportunity edit controller. That's the same extension we see here. So it refers to this one, this controller, and we first go query the record type ID we need. So it's the record type ID, select ID from record type where the name is approved and on an object of opportunity. Once we have that ID, we will start the page. So the page loads. It has the standard controller plus the extension of the opportunity. So we get all fields and values of that opportunity. And then we have one action, page reference get redirect. And it starts with querying some fields of the opportunity we're on, because through the controller we only have the ID. We also need to have the record type to make some conditional logic. So we go retrieve the ID and the record type of the opportunity, where the ID of the opportunity is the same as the ID of the page we're on. And then we will say if O, so opportunity record type ID, equals the ID of the record type of approved we have here. If it equals that, then we return to the page, Visualforce page custom opportunity edit, which we saw here. So that's your edit page. And in all other cases, we want to redirect the user to the normal, the standard edit functionality. So that's a bit of the URL that it will generate, but it will go to that, and we want to put no override 1, because it really has to go to the standard edit page of that opportunity. That's all it does, so that's not too difficult. If you put your this video on pause on the several pages, so this is the controller, which you could read in develop Apex classes, new Apex class. Just write this code down in an Apex class and save it. Then afterwards you create this Visualforce page, customer opportunity edit redirect, which will use the Apex class. So the order of creating it is important. The class has to exist before you can save this Visualforce page. Visualforce pages you create in develop and pages, new page, and just paste this or copy this code in the page. And once you have done that, you will go to you will create another Visualforce page, and that will be the Visualforce page itself for the edit layout of the approved record type opportunity. Just put other fields in it. I don't know which fields you want to use, but I just needed an example, so just put some standard fields on here. And once you did that, you go to customize opportunity buttons and links. You click edit next to the edit, the standard edit button, and it will be on no override. And you just select Visualforce page and you select the custom opportunity edit redirect page. As soon as you have done that, you go to any opportunity and make sure that it's a normal record type. When you hit edit, everything will work as usual. And if you change a stage or whatever, or you send it for approval and it gets approved, and once it gets approved, one of the field updates is the change of the record type to approved, whatever. Once it gets the opportunity of approved and I hit edit, we will be redirected to our new Visualforce page, which will allow us to edit only one or two fields, what you make of it. I hope this was helpful, and I hope this is a bit what you wanted to do with your requirements. I hope I understood it well. My apologies for my bad English or troublesome English. I prefer talking in Dutch. It's much more fluent for me. But I hope this helps, and maybe I know it's in Visualforce and it's a bit of code. Just hit pause, take your time, just watch out for the colons and the slashes and all other things, because it's code that's pretty how do I say it, prone to error. If you want to know more about Visualforce, that's where I get my samples and how I start looking for what I want to create. I think it's a little workbook. It's quite a good one, I thought. Developer.salesforce.com. Just show you where to find the little book on Visualforce. I think it's in books, library books, on developer for Salesforce books, and there's one specially for Visualforce. Yes, that's the one. Visualforce in practice. Just go download this little book. I think it's about 120 pages, but really with code examples in it, and why and how do you do the binding between a Visualforce page and a controller. You don't always need a controller. If I didn't have to override the edit button and make some sort of redirection based on the record type, I just for your edit page, you wouldn't have needed an Apex class controller. This page would have sufficed with only the standard controller, without any real code behind it, just Visualforce markup. But I recommend you go get this Visualforce in Practice workbook. It's a really good one. Okay, hope I have helped you. See you later on the Salesforce Success community, and don't hesitate to ask questions. Bye bye.